Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Isaiah Stevens and today we're going to be doing something very fun. I have been talking to a bunch of character design artists lately, and what this whole video is that they send me their original characters, I look at the original characters, I like the original characters, and then I give them a voice. We had a bunch of artists throw in their stuff, looks really cool. Let's start off with an artist I met on Instagram named Souchibag. She's very talented. I like her work, and she's got some really interesting characters. Alright, so the first character is SuChi by Souchibag. Look at that. He's like this axolotl lizard guy. Very small, skinny frame, so I'm thinking like a higher pitched voice. But also he's a lizard, and I don't see like a nose there. So I'm assuming, I don't know, something very nasally. He's also kind of a nerd. He likes anime, Marvel, conspiracy theories, and Chris Pratt. Hey, me too. Dislikes soups, spiders, loud noises, and Brie Larson. Hey, me too. Okay, so, I don't know, let's just make him say whatever.
Hi, I'm SuChi. I noticed you were talking about Endgame, and, can I join in? Awesome! Okay, so what's your favorite part about it? Well, my favorite part is...
So maybe you can do something like that, where it's just high-pitched, and, you know, I love that she listed off the personality traits of him. That really gives me a better scope of the character, but, yeah, he's a fun little character design that caught my eye, and, that's why I sought him out. Next character. Alright, the next one is by the same artist, SuChi. Next character is Dexter. Now, instantly when I look at this guy, I think of Dexter from the serial killer show from like 2006. Love that show. He looks very suave. He's got his arms crossed behind his back with a little smirk. Kind of like this kind of I'm better than you look to him. So instantly, I'm thinking of just, well, one Dexter, so probably very monotone. Probably talks like this. Maybe some pauses. Hi, I'm Dexter. I was born this way and was raised by the headmasters at the school for most of my life. Missed the first 2 years of admission because I was studying abroad with dragons to learn more about my powers. And also, I love these little notes that she wrote for each character. What makes him interesting is that he eats fire, and then he like stores it into the third stomach, which he can later use through his fingertips to shoot fire. But I figured since he's inhaling or eating the fire, it's obviously going to char his throat a little bit, so maybe you can add a little rasp into that, so... I was born this way and was raised by the headmasters at my school for most of my life. I missed the 2 years of admission because I was studying abroad with dragons to learn more about my abilities. One interesting thing about me is that I love cinnamon-scented candle flames. They are my favorite. So you can do that, kind of like a suave guy with a little preppy kid kind of attitude, and just a scratchy voice from eating flames all the time, because that's what he likes to do apparently. So, Dexter. We have a new artist, dimitrispantazisart. I think that's how you say the name. Very cool. He draws a lot of birds, which is interesting. But we have this character that really caught my eye here. It's like this raven crow with a Hawaiian shirt, Nikes, and a giant mace. Morning star, whatever you call that. Really interesting. Immediately when I see him and I think of like his kind of bird, I just think of the ah! The ah! He's got the scratch in his eye there.
You took my eye! Now I take your life! Ah!
So you could do that, but also you see he's very basic, like he's a really, broad dude in the middle there, not so much his legs, but in the middle there he's looks like a pretty hefty guy. So maybe you can give him just a deeper, broader voice.
You took my eyesight. Now, I take your life.
Battle axe swing. Now we got a character by Dreamnauts. This dude just looks like kind of like a pretty anime-esque dude. He's got the ginormous sword that's probably bigger than him. Obviously the red eyes and the angry eyebrows, so he's probably a tough, angry dude. Skinnier build. I don't know, maybe we can give him some rasp too. That usually works with angrier characters, so.
Did you really eat my last chicken nugget? I swear to God, if I wasn't a hero, I'd slap the shit out of you.
So you could do something like that. I don't know, I just really like this character, and I'm, for some reason, casted as tough guys in a lot of stuff on Amino, which doesn't fit me at all, but, you know, that's what voice acting, or acting in general, is for. So, that's Rekka. Moving on. Alright, next artist is someone I met on Amino in the beginner artist Amino. Now, her name is Darling, by the way. I saved her character for last because, well, one, it's really interesting to look at. All the other ones are great too, but for some reason this really just intrigues me a lot. But also too, there's a lot you can do with this character. I couldn't decide what to do for the voice, so I'm just going to showcase all of the ideas I had. First off, it has a quote, and it's referencing Shakespeare, of course. To be or not to be, that is the question, the famous thing. So I'm thinking Shakespearean, maybe this is some sort of creature that is into drama or theater. So I'm thinking maybe like a critic for the theater, kind of thing. So,
to be or not to be, that is the question.
Kind of like deep, dramatic, theatrical, so on. But also, looking at this, I don't know if that would fit because of the character's colors. It's like this pink purpley kind of thing. It's green. It's very colorful. So maybe it can be that same Shakespearean actor voice, but it could be a little bit more feminine, a little bit more high pitched, a little bit more up, I guess. So,
to be or not to be, that is the question.
So kind of something like that. But also, I was thinking, this looks like, if you take away the Shakespearean quote, this kind of looks like some sort of wise fantasy character. It looks like some sort of ancient god monster thing. So, how about a scenario plays out where your main character in an RPG gets teleported to this unknown place, and then when they're looking around trying to figure out where the hell they are, they look up and see this creature standing in front of them.
Hello, my child. You may be wondering why I summoned you here, and that is because my unanimous optic has seen your future, and I must warn you of something very dire that awaits you. Prepare yourself. You may not be ready.
So you could do something like that. This godlike summoner that is very wise, or, he's an oracle of some sort. But also, it's, again, going back to the bright, colorful, fun aspect of this character. It could be, I don't know, the horns kind of remind me of Loki, so he could be a trickster. He could just be summoning you to, I don't know, because he's bored. He could just have this crazy amount of power, but just doesn't know what to do with it. So he just messes with, whoever your character is, or whoever the audience is, you know. And for some reason, I'm thinking of like a scratchy, Brooklyn accent. I don't know why, but he probably just snaps in for you.
Hey, how you doing? I got one eye. Look at these pointy horns. They might poke you. Watch out. Also, what the hell is wrong with this skull? You got one eye? No, you don't. Well, now you do. Pop. Now you got one eye. Now you're just like me. Let's go on adventures. Let's go get some coffee. Let's go talk to your ugly mother. Have a good day.
I don't know. Enough of that weirdness. So that is how I create characters, and that is my weird thought process for how to audition for these things. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.